Hello everybody, this is Joshua Phillips for Living Reason. This video is a bit of an experiment in me testing myself on how good I am at highly condensing complex material. So this is a video on my position on the philosophical question of free will. One quick pre-note, I believe my position is very close to the objectivist with a capital O position. I'm not certain of that, but that's certainly where I got some of the ideas from, or at least some suggestions. So, my position on free will is what is called the libertarian metaphysical libertarian position, that conscious minds make actual decisions that determine how things turn out, and that there really were alternatives, and that our choices at some level pick among those alternatives. So I'd also note that I don't think the explanation for that is necessarily an argument per se. It's that the basic thing we start with is the sense, the awareness that we are observing and thinking about the world. Right? We attempt to work out things from this direct experience of volition, of deciding what we think is true or not. There's some other things besides true or not that come up, but one of them is, we are trying to grasp reality by deciding what we think it is at some fundamental level. And this doesn't sound quite like an argument, but it's a key observation that free will is something that is axiomatic or extremely close to axiomatic, that you can't escape in the task of trying to figure things out, because the second, I argue, the second you say that you aren't in the task of deciding whether or not you believe claims, or deciding that you think some observation works, anything in that category, your argument immediately collapses, right? The bedrock of conscious thought is the at least implicit assumption that you have real free will. That's my position directly in the positive. Let's also think about it in the negative. So if you accept a deterministic or fundamentally, some kind of causality with randomness or anything like that, but fundamentally no free will or things predetermined, I think you run into this problem, which is, forget however you got there. So at some point you're thinking, you get to this idea that things are predetermined. Suddenly, if we apply that belief backwards, your entire chain of thought is completely unjustified, because you reached the conclusion, the content of my thinking is fundamentally the arbitrary result of what was going on in the universe. But that means you've fundamentally said there is no mechanism that can try to recognize truth except that it arbitrarily is correct occasionally. Right? So if you reach the deterministic position, whatever you started with, let's back up to, say, the observation of evolutionary theory. Right? So you think our brains came about from evolution, which is true, by the way. But you can't actually make that claim anymore once you claim determinism, because whatever made you accept the theory of evolution, you've now said is an arbitrary accident of where your brain was. So thank you for watching, everybody. That's very condensed. I was trying it out as an experiment in part. Thank you very much for watching. Please share. If you disagree, I would love to argue about this one. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.